We begin this week on a very high-traffic International Space Station that recently welcomed 4 astronauts launched by SpaceX on behalf of NASA. The Crew 4 astronauts, as they're known, are the first-ever team comprised equally of men and women. And it includes Jessica Watkins, the first black woman making a long-term space flight.
Oh, what do we got here?
1, 2, 3, 4!
It started with an early morning departure from Cape Canaveral, Florida. The astronauts of Crew 4 hopped aboard a fleet of Teslas that carried them to the Falcon 9 rocket. They climbed into the Dragon capsule named Freedom for this mission and then made history with this launch that also carried the European Space Agency's lone female astronaut, Italy's Samantha Cristoforetti.
Ignition and liftoff. Go Falcon, let freedom ring. Godspeed, Crew 4.
Spectators cheered from directly across the launch pad at Spaceview Park in Titusville. It took the crew 16 hours to reach the ISS. Their arrival comes just days after the departure of the first ever all-commercial visit to the station by the crew of the Axiom Space AX-1 mission. AX-1 marked the first time NASA opened the ISS to tourists. The 17-day adventure cost each of the businessmen on board a cool $55 million and was chaperoned by former NASA astronaut turned Axiom Vice President Michael Lopez Alegria. The trip was originally scheduled to last just over a week, but questionable weather delayed the return. Speaking between trips, NASA Administrator Bill Nelson called this a new dawn in space travel as the agency looks to the moon and beyond.
We're going to prepare, and we're going to get ready. We're going to learn. We're going to develop new things, new techniques, new systems, new technology, so that we can send humans to Mars and return safely. And so this is indeed a golden era of space exploration.
Nelson touted NASA's Artemis program aimed at a return to the moon after a half-century with no human visitors. The program continues to suffer setbacks, the most recent of which was a fuel leak. Still, Nelson says the first of the Artemis missions will launch by year's end. Finally, Long Beach, California rocket builder Rocket Lab is planning a Midair rescue mission in the coming days. The company is keeping with modern trends of reusable rockets for cheaper space flights, but instead of engines firing to safely land, they plan to use rescue helicopters and a combination of ropes, parachutes, heat shields, and computer algorithms. Weather permitting, Rocket Lab's nearly 12 meters long Electron rocket will launch 34 satellites from New Zealand before pilots attempt to pluck it from the sky. Arash, Arabasadi, VOA News.